This recording will show you how to access the research site for the 8th grade research project and how to work with some of the features that we have there. So first you go to the regular Mrs. Honai site, you click research, and then you click the link on that page. And then there we are at the research page. You notice as we go over these, there are drop downs that will direct us. Westward Trail, that's what we did when we first started the research. We set the scene, you played a game, and then you wrote an assignment, a reflection on what you learned about what the travelers needed, what could happen to them, and what their final goal was. Now you're in groups and everyone is searching for their questions. The groups were given a number of questions, just like this, and each person is supposed to find one primary source, one secondary source, and turn in a total of 3 note cards. And the note cards are electronic, so there's not actually any paper for you to lose or to have put the wrong source on, because you'll be typing it right in. If you take a look further down the list, you had lists just like this in your group. Each person chose a question. Maybe not every single question is being utilized in your group, but we're going to cover it all through the entire class. So there's enough information here that we need to do some searching. All right, then you go back up to searching. There are some keywords that can give you hints of what to look for, and depending on your question, you're going to be looking in these different categories, and maybe some of the categories can cross over and be helpful with other questions. So look at your main headings before you decide there's nothing here you can use, and try putting some of these terms into the search bars of the sites that I've provided and see what comes up. After you've chosen your terms, then you actually will go to the online resources. We've recorded dozens of sites and sources that we picked up through MEL and other educational opportunities to help students find the answers. Each one of these icons with the orange type around it is a link that you can click on that will lead to other links that will lead to information. Some of them are marked primary source. That means you're going to get original pictures, original journals, diaries, newspapers, something from the time and from the eyewitnesses. Some of them are marked secondary sources, or both primary and secondary. Secondary source is when a person takes that original material and rewrites it or interprets it for themselves. Okay, so after you've searched, you're going to want to put the information on your source and note cards. Instead of having a pile of source cards and a pile of note cards, because we're doing it electronically, there's no reason that we can't put them together. Okay, the idea on the source cards and the note cards are to fill out each one of these spaces that has a star by it. Teacher, your group name or number, and if you look, there's in most cases there's a little bubble that comes up, tells you what goes in the spot. Hour, what hour are you in this class? Your name, your first and last name. That way you get the credit for filling out the source card. Which topic question are you researching? What source did you use? You're going to paste the URL in here, and later we will go and use those URLs to create citations in a bibliography page. Do you think it's a secondary source or a primary source? And then there are spaces for notes. The only time you should use a direct quote is when you are quoting a primary source. If you are using a secondary source, don't quote it. Write it in your own words, paraphrase it. Okay, so depending on what hour you're in will depend on which one of these drop downs that you choose. Each hour has a different one. If you make a mistake, I can still figure it out because your hour goes in the card right here, no matter which hour you're at. All right. After you're done, after you've put in all the information in the card, you'll go to the bottom and you'll click Submit. And if you've done everything correctly, it should all disappear and there should be a note on the top that says, thank you for your submission. If the page doesn't go away, look and see what with an orange star was not completed. Sometimes there'll be a note at the top telling you what needs to be completed, or it'll be outlined. The majority of your points are earned through your source/note cards, so make sure you're filling those out. Thank you.